Hello, Cardinals. We're going to talk about investigation 3.4, investigating how warm air and cold air move. And our focus question is, what are the similarities and differences in how warm and cool air move? So before we start that today, we want to look back to yesterday when we had a cold convection tube and a hot convection tube using crushed ice and hot water. What you'll notice is that in the cold, the temperature didn't change much. It might have dropped a little bit or gone up a little bit, but the temperature did not change much in the cold convection tube. In the hot convection tube, of course, the hot air rises and the temperature above the hot water gained energy. It gained heat. So you can see that in the temperature increasing. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that today, but basically you need to see that hot things, especially air, move upwards. They become less dense and rise. And cold air does not rise. It stays low to the ground. Talking about convection tubes and why we may or may not have had to use a paper towel to wipe out the condensation inside. So that'd be an example of evaporation off the top of the container and condensation on the inside of the tube. So for investigation 3.4 today, we're going to investigate how the air moves. So yesterday we talked about the temperature of the air, and today we're going to talk about the movement of the air. We're going to be making some predictions. How do you think the air will move above the hot surface, and how do you think the air will move above the cold surface? You're going to pick up your materials. You're going to need a convection tube. We're going to have some hot water and some cold water. And once again, the ruler and paper towel to clear the cylinders from any condensation. And we'll be attaching a funnel to the convection tube with ice. And it's important that you begin with the ice and not the hot water. When you're ready, your teacher will light your punk stick, and then you're going to actually allow the punk stick to smolder, and that smoke will enter the container, and you can observe where the air is moving. A flashlight helps. You can see the smoke a little bit better, and you can see the particles moving, and you're going to hold the flashlight behind the convection tube and on top of the convection tube to see the movement of the smoke. Once you've done with that, you're going to let the smoke clear, and you're going to do the exact same thing with the opposite liquid. Then you'll do the hot water. So investigation 3.4, investigating how warm and cold air moves. You're going to be doing the lab. Your teacher may or may not demonstrate this for you, or you might do it on your own. And when you're done, we're going to start lesson 3 reflection, getting prepared for the quiz that's coming up at the end of the week. So if you have any questions, ask your teacher, and have a great day, Cardinals.